China does not want to accept the blame for the coronavirus pandemic. The suffering across the world has been immense. So far, over 1.7 million people have been infected. The virus has claimed over 100,000 lives. History will not be kind to China, and China knows that. So the country is intensifying its attempts to control the narrative around the coronavirus pandemic. It is trying everything that it can to prove that COVID-19 did not originate in Wuhan. And in the latest move, authorities are demanding to review research papers that are being written on the pandemic. 2 Chinese universities put up the government circular on their websites to inform researchers about the new rule. But mysteriously, these pages were later deleted. However, media outlets have been able to access the online caches. The message to researchers is clear. If you are involved in any study related to COVID-19, you have to follow the government's instructions. Fudan University received a circular from the Ministry of Education. The note clearly says papers related to the virus tracing should be managed strictly. This notice has now been removed from the university's website. The notice to the China University of Geosciences was more explicit. In this case, the circular came from the Ministry of Science and Technology. Across the world, a research paper is usually published on the basis of facts and analysis. But in China, the Ministry of Science and Technology is concerned whether papers on COVID-19 are suitable for publication. What the ministry essentially means is that the research paper should not harm the People's Republic of China's global image. The notice comes with a warning that research on the pandemic can only be published after a review by the ministry. On the 3rd of April, the Ministry of Science and Technology issued the first of its directives on monitoring COVID-19 research. The note said all ongoing clinical research on the coronavirus must be reported to authorities within 3 days or be halted. The ministry seems to have received its orders right from the top. As early as March, the ministry published an essay reviewing President Xi Jinping's view on how to carry out research on the pandemic. Here's what the essay says, and I'm quoting: coordinate virus tracing and its research on the means of transmission to find out where the source of the disease came from and where it is going. China has put its state machinery hard at work to try and erase public opinion that the virus emerged from a wet market in Wuhan in China. China has even taken the help of its top respiratory expert, Zhong Nanshan, who led the effort against the SARS outbreak in 2003. In March, Zhong Nanshan said there is no evidence to show that COVID-19 originated in Wuhan. He also said it is irresponsible to jump to a conclusion without getting the facts straight. But Li Jiansao, China's foreign ministry spokesperson, shared a research article on Twitter which claims that the virus originated in the United States. And this led to a slugfest between the US and China. US President Donald Trump even chose to call the virus Chinese virus. Chinese officials have been protesting such name-calling everywhere. China even clamped down on the whistleblowers during the initial outbreak. Li Wenliang, an eye doctor, was summoned to the police station for a stern shakedown. He had warned his fellow doctors to take care as a virus similar to SARS was being detected. Li Wenliang later succumbed to the disease. The head of emergency at the Wuhan Central Hospital had disappeared in the month of March. Apparently, at the time of the outbreak, authorities had stopped her from telling the world about COVID-19. But why is China carrying out an exercise this massive? It is all about managing the country's perception on the global stage. It is still unclear what happened during the initial weeks of the outbreak. But the pandemic has become a blemish for China, and the officials are trying very hard to wash it off.